Yeah, good evening, Tanner and Brittany. For once, I actually do have good news for the most part. We enjoyed the sunshine today, and though cool temperatures out there this evening. 41 degrees out there in Muncie, down into the mid-30s off to the south. And temperatures will drop down into the lower 30s as we make our way through the evening. We could see a few light scattered showers early on this evening. That's what we're already seeing in some portions of the viewing area. They won't last long as we start to see conditions clear out pretty early on in the evening. Now today, temperatures warmed only up to 45 degrees. That's short of our average this time of year, which is 53 degrees. The good news is we will see those temperatures on the increase through the week, and the sunshine sticks around for the most part too. I'll have all the details on just how warm it'll get coming up.
Welcome back to NewsLink Indiana, transitioning to weather here. I'm loving the sunshine that we have. What about you guys?
Yeah, it's finally some relief. How about you, Brittany? You
know,
agree?
it's going well so far, but with Indiana weather, we don't know what's coming next.
Yeah.
So, Gabe, help us out.
You have a point there. You can never know what to expect with Indiana weather, but the good news is it looks like we're going to see quite a bit of sunshine for this week ahead, though right now we're dealing with a little bit of rain in some portions of the viewing area. 41 degrees right now at the Scramble Light. It looks dry out there with some cloudy conditions. Overall, that northwest wind at 8 miles per hour is only looking like it's going to decrease as we move through the evening, which will help conditions maybe not feel quite as cold out there. Now, radar has been picking up on some really light scattered showers across the area, some even transitioning into snow. It's hard to tell how much of this is actually reaching the ground. You know, some areas have reported seeing a bit of rain, but overall, this isn't a very large system and with really dry and clear conditions off to the west overall. So that's the good news. It doesn't look like we're going to see any long-term weather or precipitation overall. This is severe weather preparedness week here in Indiana, and the good news is we aren't going to see any severe weather in our area, but let's talk about a little bit what a watch and a warning means when it comes to severe weather. So here's what a watch means. A watch means the ingredients are there. Everything can come together possibly for severe weather. You need to be prepared, and conditions are favorable for severe weather to occur. A warning, on the other hand, means take action immediately. There's severe weather that's happening in the area or about to happen, and seek shelter as soon as possible. So make sure you know that difference. Now, when we also see severe weather, you may also hear us talk about those SPC or Storm Prediction Center outlooks, slight, marginal, enhanced, and so forth. Here's a look at what those mean. Essentially, it's an indication of how widespread we expect severe weather to be for the most part. Of course, marginal risk, a number 1 there, is isolated, whereas a 5 means a widespread severe weather outbreak. So keep those in mind as we head into severe weather season. Temperatures this evening falling down to 27 degrees, partly cloudy conditions. Again, no severe weather expected by any means this evening. Really a pleasant night overall, but bundle up if you're headed out. It will feel a little bit chilly in the morning, 29 degrees by 8 a.m., though warming up into the 40s by the afternoon with partly cloudy conditions expected, reaching a high of 48 degrees across the area and even into the 50s down off to the south in areas like Terre Haute and Bloomington. Could reach even 51 degrees, and that's only a sign of what's to come later in the week. So the good news is sunny conditions are expected to stay in place for the area tomorrow with clear skies expected. Some clouds starting to move in late tomorrow night, but really most of the day looks clear before some rain makes its way in, unfortunately, on Wednesday. Here's a look at that 2 p.m. A line of showers over east central Indiana and expected to march off to the east. Though the good news is we'll start to see conditions clear out. This is around 9 p.m. on Wednesday night. And we should start to be clear and dry out. And really, that's the only main shot of rain for the work week ahead. That's great news where we've seen so much clouds and rain across the area. So we'll see temperatures rise up to 46 degrees for Wednesday, the first official day of spring. 47 degrees, on Thursday, before we see temperatures rise into the 50s later in the week and even into the 60s early in next week. And the big takeaway here is sunny conditions are expected for the most part, which is a nice change compared to what we've seen this winter.
Absolutely.
We'll take it.
The
Well, we're
60s.
good to see there's some sun, the weather's heating up, cold weather's heating up in sports.
Well, Gabe, let's take one final look at weather. And we've been talking all show about how this sunshine is about to kick in. No rain, at least on a couple of days. Looking forward to that.
Yeah, exactly. We had a good feeling story, and this forecast is also feels pretty good as well for the most part. as we see temperatures in the mid-40s for the most part. We do have to get through some rain on Wednesday, unfortunately. It is the first day of spring, though, so you know what they say, the spring showers. We're not in April yet, so we can't say April. Bring May flowers. So the good news is we see that sunshine come back out in the second half of the week into the 50s by Friday and Saturday. Friday looks to be beautiful if you're going to head out Friday. And even into the 60s by early next week.
That's
so
what I'm looking for.
overall,
That's
if
what
you're
I'm
missing the
talking
sunshine,
about.
it's a perfect week.
But is the sunshine here to stay, Gabe? Because, you know, we see this good weather,
Yeah,
right?
we see Monday, but what's after Monday?
Yeah.
I know. Monday, we've got the rain. We have to deal with the rain. But the good news is, from what I've been seeing, this upward temperature trend looks to be going for the long run. So it looks like we're going to finally stabilize with those more moderate temperatures.
And you know, it's one of my favorite times of year because you come back and the spring happens and then you see them planting flowers around campus and stuff like that.
There's light at the end of the tunnel for sure. There's light at the end of the tunnel when it comes to weather.
Yes.
I mean, we see the sun and then the rain, and then we come back to what we actually want to see.
I don't always have good news for you, but today actually
You actually have
just
good
remember
news.
this.
It's finally the weather is not Gabe's fault.
We finally like the weather guy. Good stuff. Thanks, Gabe.
I like it.
Thank you, Gabe.